Senator Grassley, you have talked, as Senator Conrad has, about a bipartisan approach, but you really caught some Democrats off guard a couple of weeks ago when you said this the other day. Listen to this.
We should not have a government program that determines you're going to pull the plug on grandma.
Now, Democrats say there is nothing in this legislation that would pull the plug on grandma or even require people to discuss it. Why did you say that, Senator Grassley?
I said that because two reasons. Number one, I was responding to a question at my town meetings. I let my constituents set the agenda. A person that asked me that question was reading from language that they got off of the internet. It scared my constituents. And the specific language I used was language that the president had used at Portsmouth. And I thought that it was, if he used the language, then if I responded exactly the same way, that I had an opposite concern about not using end-of-life counseling for saving money, then I was answering and relieving the fears that my constituents had.
Well,
from that standpoint, remember, you're talking about this issue being connected with a government-run program, which a public option would take you with. You would get into the issue of saving money and put these three things together, and you're scaring a lot of people.
Well,
and I know the Pelosi bill doesn't intend to do that, but that's where it leads people to.
Well, but that's what I was trying to get from you this morning. You're not saying that this legislation would pull the plug on grandma. You're just saying there are a lot of people out there who think that it would. Or do you want to say this morning that that is not true, that it won't do that?
Well, it won't do that, but I wanted to explain why my constituents are concerned about it. And I also want to say that there's an $8 billion cost with that issue. And if you're trying to save money, and you put an $8 billion of doctors giving you some advice at the end of life, doctors are going to take advantage of earning that $8 billion, and constituents see that as an opportunity to save some money. It just scares the devil out of people. So that ought to be dropped. And by the way, some newspaper people were saying that we dropped it from the Senate Finance Committee because of the hullabaloo that you just played. And that's not true. We got this out of our bill a long time ago. And Senator Conrad will tell you that I was in conversation with the people on the Finance Committee way back in March that we were not going to have any of this end-of-life stuff in our bill because it scares people.
All right. That point taken.